Hi explorers! A new day dawns in the small coastal town of Punta del Diablo, Uruguay. The sun peeks over the ocean and its golden rays illuminating the water's surface. A sense of calm envelops the landscape. But where exactly are we? To find out, let's take a quick dive into some interesting facts about Uruguay. Uruguay, with its capital city Montevideo, is home to nearly 3.5 million people and spans 176,000 square kilometers. It is nestled between the giants of Argentina and Brazil. The country has about 660 kilometers of coastline in total. Of these, 100 kilometers are along the Rio de la Plata. This area borders the river's estuary, which is wider and less maritime than the Atlantic coast. In this region, you can find Montevideo and Colonia del Sacramento, a UNESCO World Heritage Site recognized for its well-preserved historic district. Additionally, it's very close to Buenos Aires, from where you can cross by ferry. On the other hand, the Atlantic coast is the most well-known and touristic part of the country. Here, we find famous beaches like those of Punta del Este, La Paloma, or Cabo Polonio, among others. We are here in Punta del Diablo, a small and charming fishing village very close to the border with Brazil. Lastly, Uruguay has only two international airports, one in Montevideo and the other one in Punta del Este. The beaches of Punta del Diablo have expansive sands and refreshing waters, perfect for enjoying nature in its purest form. Here, the landscape blends with the tranquility of the surroundings, offering an ideal refuge for those seeking to relax and unwind. Today, we got up early and went for a walk around the area. It's winter, the sky is clear, although the horizon looks quite misty. The temperature is pleasant, around 7 degrees Celsius. This is Vuda Beach, the favorite among young people in the summer due to its various beach bars and vibrant nightlife. Vuda means widow in Spanish. It has the strongest waves and widest coastline of Punta del Diablo. Today, out of season, the beach is calm. It's perfect for listening to the sound of the sea, feeling the wind on your face, and walking barefoot on the sand, carefree and tousled. One of the town's attractions is its unstructured architecture. Original wooden huts and cabins were designed to overlook the ocean. Nowadays they come in all colors and sizes, often with rustic decor, a sophisticated kind of untidiness. The roads without sidewalks or pavement also reflect the residents' commitment to respecting nature and its resources. On the main dirt road, you'll find numerous restaurants offering a variety of seafood dishes. Many of these are open year-round. Regional specialties to try include crab, shark, mussels, forkbeard, seaweed, as well as products made with butia and araza. Both are local fruits. Also, don't miss the seaweed fritters at the artisan market on the Fisherman's Beach. Following the main road, we reach Fisherman's Beach. It is favored by families and groups of young people with guitars and yerba mate infusions, as it is more sheltered from the winds and has calm, shallow waters. Yerba mate is a local favorite. It's a traditional drink made by infusing dried leaves in hot water and drunk through a metal straw called a bombilla. Artisanal fishing is a deeply rooted tradition in local life. Fishermen use wooden and fiberglass boats inherited from the primitive rowboats. The fog bank started to cover the beach and the wind grew stronger. So we moved on and continued our journey, arriving at a small hill that offered a beautiful view of the ocean. Lia Grande delights us with its large bay, sheltered from the south wind, with waves perfect for those practicing or wanting to learn water activities. In the distance, we see several birds along the shore, fishing in flight. This beach boasts extensive coastal vegetation that withstands the saline climate. Grasses stabilize the dunes, while low-lying plants cover the sandy soil, protecting it from erosion and preserving the coastal ecosystem. These plants also offer shelter and nourishment to diverse wildlife, including birds, insects, and small mammals. As soon as we arrived, a sea lion was swimming near the shore and quickly moved out to sea. We barely had time to capture it on film. Several oyster catchers and seagulls were picking along the shore. Oyster catchers feed on oysters and other marine invertebrates when the tide is low. The fog became much denser, but we still decided to take a long walk along the coast. Being a vast and hard-to-reach beach, it is rarely crowded, even in summer. We walked in silence for quite a while, appreciating the murmur of the waves and the birds' songs. The fog allowed us to see only the immediate landscape, giving us the opportunity to pay more attention to the details and let our other senses fully participate in the experience of disappearing into the mist. A new day dawns. It seems the fog will be with us throughout today as well. However, Fisherman's Beach seems clear, so we decided to take a walk, explore the town, and visit the historic area. Around 1942, fishermen from Velizas, a nearby settlement, began arriving temporarily because they saw shark fishing as a profitable business. The oil extracted from shark liver had started to be exported. At the end of the fishing season, many returned to rural work, while others began to stay on the coast, collecting and selling mussels. The first settlement emerged with makeshift wooden shacks along the coast. The present still recalls that past of sacrifice and resilience, where nature continues to assert itself against the advance of urbanization. In recent years, the number of visitors to Punta del Diablo has grown, attracted by the serene nature and rustic charm of the town. By the way, Punta del Diablo means Devil's Cape. It owes its name to the many shipwrecks that occurred in the area in past centuries. Standing here, you can't help but feel the vastness and power of the sea. The endless expanse of the ocean stretches out, with waves rolling in rhythmic grace. The next morning, the dense fog enveloped us once again. Although we would soon have to leave, we decided to make the most of the moment and take some shots on the beach. The vast expanse of its sands offered an impressive view that we wanted to capture before we left. Punta del Diablo still maintains its natural environment, but tourism development, particularly during the summer, is putting pressure on the ecosystem. Can this balance be preserved with the growing tourism and population? Will urban development eventually turn it into just a memory? These are important questions to consider when thinking about the future of the village. What is your opinion on this matter? We hope you enjoyed exploring this enchanting place with us. If you did, please consider subscribing to our channel, giving this video a thumbs up, and turning on notifications. Your support helps us continue creating new content and sharing more beautiful destinations. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Ciao!